Okay, hi, I'm Mary, and I work part-time at Studio Arts and Glass, and it's really quite an adventure. It's a wonderful place because we're filled with all kinds of treasure. We not only do stained glass, but we have many things from USA vendors. It's very important to the owners to do that. Except, of course, for the Christmas ornaments. China has the corner on that. We have things that range from $5 to $1,000. So if you've not been here, please come. It's a fun place to be.
But this is actually a vent out of one of the windows. Now, as you can see, it's buckled, it's bowed. The support system around it, the caulking, is just breaking and falling free. It's actually caused glass to break. We've got painting, mispainting all over the window. We're going to clean all that up and replace things. So what we do to start is we'll actually remove this. Now, this is a metal frame. We'll remove this window out of this frame. And to do so, you see, we've had to tape this window completely together because once we pull it out, it's just going to fall apart. So we're matching this. These windows were put together over 100 years ago or so, and poor window. They were done their way. Each piece is a little different. We get them mixed up and we put them back in. You might not have the same window, so we want to make sure we keep them in order. Once we get them apart like this, we'll actually take what we call a 4/0 wool. Now, you say, well, why would you clean glass with steel wool? Well, this is a special kind of steel wool that won't scratch the glass, but what it'll do, it'll remove all of the 100 years of things like the coal soots and things that have been on this window the entire time. Now think about Akron, the rubber companies and all the industry that we had there. The amount of soot and things on these windows was just horrific. So we'll clean them up, clean them to where we're down to the original glass luster. Once we get that done, then we'll reassemble them and we'll use a new lead. Now I'm going to hold this cane up. This is the lead cane that actually goes between the glass. Now, as you can see, on each side, it's shaped like an I-beam. On each side, there's a little groove. That's where the glass has to be inserted on both sides. And the tolerance is very, very slight. When we assemble, we want to make certain that we get everything put back correctly, because if you don't, then you're going to have a little gap or a hole between the lead and the glass, and that's called a light hole. And our windows don't have light holes in Studio Arts and Glass, and neither are yours. So we're going to make sure and assemble those back correctly. Once we get this window all assembled, and that requires, just like on this vent alone, that requires 50 to 60 different miters and cuts of that lead cane. We'll get it all put together, and then every place that lead joins, we'll actually weld with a half lead, half tin soldering compound. Now, the reason we use half lead, half tin, and not all lead, is simply because we want our joint to be stronger than the materials we're putting together. Every good welder will say, I want my weld to be stronger than the steel that I'm putting together. Every carpenter will tell you that I want my fastening, the two pieces of wood together, to be stronger than the wood itself. So we do the same thing here. It just simply makes our windows last longer, your windows last longer. See, I'm already taking over your windows. These are my windows now. But we're going to get them ready and get them back to you and make them your windows again. Now, everybody here remembers that poor, sad window laying in that sill with that symbol all lonesome by itself, laying there all in disrepair. Let me show you something. This is what we've done to that poor, lonely window. It's once again back in its original condition.